So I was just listening to the song by Ryan Lewis and Macklemore. It is called 10,000 Hours, and it's a very cool song in which they describe all the struggles and all the pain they had to go through in order to really master that skill of making rap and producing music. The title of that song, 10,000 Hours, it actually refers to a very well-known concept in self-development, the 10,000 hour rule, which describes how long it usually takes to really master any kind of skill. May it be arts, like making music, or may it be some kind of sports, or may it be your professional life and the job that you really want to be great at. Now, 10,000 hours really seem like a very vague number. I mean, it's a cool number to keep in mind and it's easy to remember, but nobody can really imagine how long 10,000 hours actually are if you have to take them out of your life, out of your daily routines to really master a skill. So let's break down these 10,000 hours. What does that mean? Imagine you just started a new job, for example, and you really love it, you really want to be great at it, you want to become one of the best people who ever did that kind of profession. So you start paying your dues and you work 8 hours every day, let's say 40 hours per week. And if you keep counting like that, you will come to about 2,000 hours every year if you work 50 weeks per year. So that would mean that it would take you 5 years to really master the job that you're focusing on and the skill set that is needed to be great at that job that you picked. Now, 5 years actually doesn't sound too bad, right? I mean, 5 years to really become a master, to really master some kind of skill, that's alright, I guess. But what you're forgetting is that the rule does not say do something for 10,000 hours and then you're gonna be a master in it. I mean, that would be cool. But it actually says that it needs 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. Now, that's a very important distinction, and I'm gonna explain to you what it means. It basically means that it's not enough to just do the same mundane task over and over again for 10,000 hours, or to do something that you already mastered before. All that doesn't count into the 10,000 hours. The 10,000 hour rule focuses on deliberate practice. So it focuses on acquiring new skills. It focuses on really pushing your comfort zone. It focuses on making improvements on yourself constantly, to focus on things that you're not good at right now and that you need to still calibrate and still get better and better at. So the 10,000 hour rule actually says that for 10,000 hours you have to keep pushing your boundaries and have to keep pushing your limits, have to keep trying things that you never thought were possible for yourself. And only if you can manage to do that for 10,000 hours, then you're able to do, to really call yourself a master of that particular field. This, of course, really changes the calculation that we did before. Nobody in their jobs ever improve constantly on something that they were not able to do before. The way our job life usually works is that we learn very, very fast and really a lot at the beginning, almost exponentially, but after a while it gets less and less and we get more and more into a rut. We keep having the same routines over and over again. So basically, we hit a plateau where we mostly do things that we already mastered, and this makes sense because that's what you're paid for. You once mastered a skill, you have that skill now, and you're paid for being able to do this very fast and very efficiently and very well. And this is how you manage to make money, by acquiring skills. But it also keeps you from really becoming that master that really spent 10,000 hours of deliberate practice, because you stop practicing new skills. You stop focusing on what you're bad at and start focusing on what you're good at when you usually work. And this means that you will highly unlikely reach a level of mastery within 5 years in your job. Most people never reach a level of true mastery within their jobs, because it would mean that they would have to try something they never tried before every single day. It means that they would have to really push their limits every single day, and most people are just not willing to do that. Most people prefer to live a comfortable life. They prefer to really rely on the skill set that they have and not focus on all the flaws and all the shortcomings that they still could work on every day. So if you're asking yourself, why am I not getting what I think I deserve? I mean, I've been working for 10 years now, maybe for 20 years, and I really paid my dues. If you feel like you really deserve to be more rewarded for all the effort that you took, take a step back and really think about if you're just doing what you know you're good at every day, or if you're really doing what you know you're really bad at every day, and what you know that you should improve on and that you know that you can improve on. So really ask yourself if you're on that plateau, if you're stagnating right now, or maybe have been stagnating for the last 10 years, or if you're still on your path of mastery, if you're still paying your dues in order to really get all these 10,000 hours of deliberate practice under your belt eventually. Really ask yourself if you're still expanding, if you're still growing, or if you're just in a rut, if you're doing the same mundane tasks every day. And then you can ask again the question to yourself why you're not being rewarded for the time that you put in. Maybe you're just not putting in the time into the right tasks. Keep that in mind.